If you go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today's look at one of my films from the 80s horror collection is Linda Blair's 1981 Hell Night. This is a 101 films release on the special edition line, on the black label line. Well, these are special edition versions. You can get this without the slipcase, without the booklet, but this is the special edition version. I picked this one up from HMV. You can buy it direct from their website as well. Currently £15. This is their newest release on this line. Anyone that knows me and has watched previous videos on my other channel know that I'm a big fan of 101 films. I think what they do for the money is exceptional. And again, these special editions, limited editions that they turn out like this, £15, you get a lot for your money. Now, these are 101's own transfers of these films. These are generally transfers that are coming from other companies. A lot of the 101 stuff comes in from Vinegar Syndrome. I think the last few titles have come in from Vinegar Syndrome. This particular one, I think, is a Scream Factory release in the US. But 101 seem to do a lot of work with Scream Factory and Vinegar Syndrome, and they turn some nice things out. This particular release, like all the rest in this line that 101 put out, come in a nice slip box. Always a nice matte finish to these. Artwork's relatively good. There's nothing new about the artwork on these. It's artwork that everyone's seen before, but it's a good piece. That's the rear of the slip. And again, there isn't much difference on the DVD, on the Blu-ray case once we have a look. Special features on this, there's not much new special features to this release. I think the only brand new extra that this is boasting is the limited edition book that comes with it. And it includes the Scare Blur Bunch, Hell Night, Linda Blair and the Rise of the American Sorority Slashers with Andrew Graves and a Haunted House on Film by Barry Forshaw. That's the book in this, which we'll have a look at in a minute. But the additional extras, a lot of this has been released before on the DVD version. So this one is a transfer from a 4K scan of the best surviving archival 35mm print with minor SD inserts to replace missing footage, which is good. There's a audio commentary with Linda Blair on this as well, and one with the director. I know this was on the previous DVD release from a few years back, so that's just been ported over from the DVD to this. There's some production stuff on there. I know there's some TV spots on there, and the original theatrical trailer, radio spots, photo galleries. So there is quite a bit on there, but I don't think there's anything new to this particular release. We'll have a quick look. We'll undo it. We'll get rid of the slipcase. Oh yeah, if you look on the spine again, all 101 films always have the title and the year of release there, which is 1981. This one, and the spine number is spine number 20 in these. So there's 28 in this particular line at the moment. The cases aren't the best. They're not that thick. They're very well done, very well printed. They're just not that thick. Put that away for a second. We'll have a look at the disc. Again, a little bit of the variant artwork. Spin it over, exactly the same as what's on the slip box. There's no difference there. Open it up, and these ones have just gone to a single Blu-ray. Once upon a time, these were dual format, so you get DVD and Blu-ray. But I think just to keep the cost down, they've just decided now to release these onto Blu-ray and no dual format anymore. And again, you don't get any reverse art or any extra art on the back of these ones. They just are what they are. And again, I think it's solely a cost thing, just to try and keep the cost as low as possible on these, which is good. It's nice that they do that. It's for £15, these are, I wouldn't say the budget, but they're not high end stuff like you could look at some sort of Second Sight over here, or other companies like that, the Criterion release stuff, and they can be quite expensive, £17.99 up to about 22. 101 always seem to keep their stuff at £15, which is great. So that's that. And then again, they always release a very good booklet with these. So that's the booklet. I would guess it's probably something in the 25-page region. So that's the front. Back doesn't really show you much, but we can have a quick look inside. Again, they're always of good quality, these. Nice thick carded paper. Very well printed. Matte, always matte printed. You can have a good look through. Again, the artwork's good in them. Myself, I personally have not read through this one yet, so it's pretty much as fresh to me as it is to you as we're looking at it now. I've not had the chance to go through it, but I do like this film. I think as far as the films that Linda Blair did after The Exorcist, I think this was probably one of the better ones, and it is what it is with it as a slasher film. So that's that's 101's release of Hell Night. So we'll put that back there like that. Probably can't get it in shot of the slip as well, but we'll just pop the slip on top like that. So that's the Blu-ray version of it now. And like I say, I do like this film, and there was a previous version in the UK of this, which obviously was DVD. We'll have a quick look at that as well, as because I own that. And that is Hell Night on DVD. Now, this was put out a good number of years back by Prism Leisure. If you don't know Prism Leisure in the UK, they picked up a hell of a lot of budget titles. So from horror, sword and sorcery, and high fantasy. They picked up a lot of action films. But they did. I think there's some 80s cartoon films on there as well. But a lot of what Prism Leisure turned out was budget horror stuff, and they've got some really good titles. This stuff now can be picked up for peanuts. I think this particular copy now can be picked up for a couple of pounds second hand. They're always worth looking at, the Prism Leisure releases. Sometimes you get some nice little extras on something. Sometimes you get nothing but the film at all. But this particular version of Hell Night that was put out by them is really nice. That's the cover on the front, which is a complete alternative to anything I'd ever seen previously before on the Hell Night stuff. It was always like the Blu-ray cover was. And that's the back. And again, you can see on the bottom here, it'll show you the special features in here. Now, the special features on this one at this particular time was a widescreen presentation of the film, theatrical trailers, TV spots, audio commentary, exactly the same as what's on the Blu-ray release from 101 with Linda Blair and the director and the producer. And then this one's also digitally remastered and restored DVD transfer. Again, if you look down the spine, you'll always know the Prism Leisure logo from that there. I do have a lot of Prism Leisure films in my collection, because they just did a good job of sort of the low budget end of whatever genre he was into. Inside, you get the full chapter selection on this side. So any Prism Leisure film that you find will always have the chapter selection written out like this. And again, the disc is good. Check that out. And there's a bit of work on the internals on these, and they've always got a good Amray case on the Prism Leisure releases. So okay, so that is both, if I can squeeze them both in there at the same time, my releases of Linda Blair's Hell Night. I hope that's been a bit insightful for you. If anybody's looking to get the UK editions of these films, again, this one could be picked up from HMV, or it can be picked up from 101 Films' own website. If you leave it a bit later, probably about 12 months, this one will drop into the sale like they always do. So normally this release and the previous release will hold the money for a little while, and 12 months time it'll drop into the sale. And this one, if you're currently looking for this one on DVD, eBay is a really good place to pick this up at the moment. There's a few copies kicking around on there. Or if you're a fan of CEX in the UK like I am, to pick second-hand media up, I think this can be picked up from CEX at the moment. It's priced at £3. And it's a good release for £3. You get quite a bit. So I hope that was insightful for you all. Please give us a like and a subscribe. Numbers are picking up on this now, which is always a good thing. And take care, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye.